and welcome to UK Versus. So I'm going to do something that I don't often quite do as much as I should for videos. I talk about it a bit on stream, and I often make videos that are very reactionary to what UVS do on my own, and we talk about the positives through stream because I want to get Richard's opinion and balance it out. And when it comes to things like articles and other things like that, I can have a tendency to be quite negative, especially when it comes to the treatment of international players. Case in point, how Season 3's regional articles were handled of NA versus Oceania and EU. Now, UVS have basically said, shut up, Brett. As we get not only format breakdowns for Oceania and EU, but we get the synopsises as well. So we get that basic breakdown of what went down during the event as a quick overview for the event. I'm sure we'll see NA quite soon, but that's literally just wrapped up. And then we see the EU one here. There are a lot of players that are annoyed that Leo did not get the same representation through announcement as Zayn and Travis did. I'm sure UVS will do something about that, but it was quite annoying to see like an at everyone for Zayn and an at everyone for Travis when he won, but Leo did not get anyone to announce him winning. But I get that Guile and Josh and the team have been working rapid for the last month, so things will fall through the cracks. But the big thing I want to talk about is the fact that UVS have kind of listened to some of the, I would say, valid criticisms that the community had about the previous articles for Oceania and EU, and we are getting more meta breakdowns. We're seeing the Mimic that got in first, we're seeing the King Ghidorah and the Godzillas that were kind of floating around throughout the event. But then we're going, and we got Jester, great to highlight. Jester did a great job in the top cuts. But then we're seeing Reiner, the Warrior, which didn't make it into top cuts, Izuku Midori, which didn't make it into top cuts, and we're getting the design teams and the playtesters' feelings about seeing these off-meta rogue decks that were highly represented and that were possibly played on symbols people weren't expecting, such as Izuku was played on Void, but a lot of people would probably expect Good or Life because that's where a lot of his support is, and getting a bit of conversation from them about how that character was played, how it did, and what they felt about it. And then when we look at the EU one as well, yes, we get ours was a little bit more boring. We had 3 Bertolts, 2 Godzillas, an Elder to go, and a Jin. And it's great to see, not talking about the stuff they talked about before, so already talking about Godzilla and stuff. So we're seeing, talking about Bertolt, because Bertolt ended up getting the win. Death to Elder to go. I know personally that's an absolute amazing deck. But then we went off topic again. We went out of the top cuts and we went to the unique decks. These decks that didn't make the top cuts but were so cool, that were on stream, that were these deck lists or characters nobody was expecting to play, that did quite well and I maybe slept on. This is something I talked about when I talked about the EU article from Season 3, where we once again did not see Mimic No Foundations on there despite topping. And unfortunately, Kyle didn't top this time, but is still rocking that No Foundations Mimic list. But we got to see Richard Plummer's Earth Pony, which he was on Burt until a couple of weeks before that, shifted to Pony, and did really well. I think he was 1 win away from making it into top cuts. Very powerful, very cool. Pony is really slept on, and it was great to see Richard playing her, and it's great to see Richard getting some representation in the article for this. Then we also get to see Max's Reiner Armored Titan. This was a very cool check avoidance, tax evasion kind of deck. You know. And this is very cool to see these characters. We got Joel with the Momo Yoyorazu 3. And then we got Karen on Fire Woman. this was a deck that he was looking for cards on the Friday for. So it's great to see Conan here. Conan also makes content. Go check out Totally Not Named Dan. And it's just great to see the design team, the playtesters, showing that they're actually looking at the event, not just going, oh, here's the top 8. These are the only decks I need to worry about. It's great to get that kind of validation. They're looking at the events. They're studying them. They're looking at these deck lists. They're looking at the woman list. They're looking at the Momo free list. They're looking at Richard's list and the Rhino list. These decks that are very cool, that are playing the game in different ways, and that are not doing, and the decks that are not doing what the meta's doing, but still outperforming what the expectations of the of those characters, as well as a possible hint to what will happen in the future. For example, with the Momo 3, once Recovery Girl leaves and rotates out the standard, Momo 3 is primed to take that spot. So it's very interesting to see how this all goes down. UVS have been doing great work with the news, with the articles. We're seeing a lot more articles about the sets and how they're going to break down. So, yeah, I just wanted to come in here and just say this is a great step forward. This is the kind of content, the kind of breakdowns we want after events, as well as I'm talking about the current. Yeah, another great thing UVS have done, the current line of promos. So, during Oceana Nats, we had I Can Taste Sounds, which had the TOS, or those old scientists promo, which is a very cool promo because there was a few people, I don't remember this from Lower Decks. That's because it's not from Lower Decks, it's from Strange New Worlds, where they did the Lower Decks crossover, and it's the final scenes. So this is technically the same Star Trek IP, but a different show, which is so very cool. And hints that maybe more Star Trek is coming. Maybe we're expanding a little bit more into that universe. We've already got Star Trek Star Wars, which nobody talks about, and I really want to play more of. And Strange New Worlds, very cool show. I went and binged it all after the crossover episode, and this was a very cool pro. But then we got Death Rattle. And Death Rattle is very important for two main reasons. One, this is a solo leveling art on an Attack on Titan card, which technically means Death Rattle rotates before solo leveling, which is kind of funny. But this means we could see other reskins, we could see other IPs sharing the same card, and that is huge. That is huge for reprints, that is huge for promos, and that is huge for getting these kind of more unique collectible cards. If we could get, say, a manly friendship with Grog and Lionel, perfect. If we could get, there's a whole string of things like mimicry that we could get with mimics from Critical Role. With the TMNT stuff coming up, we could get some of the food cards that we saw in Attack on Titan getting reprints. There's a lot of stuff that they can do and basically go, cool, this is the same card, but we're sticking this IP on it. And the other reason I think this is so hype is because this is advanced. This is far ahead. This is manhwa stuff. And that is cool that we're taking manhwa, not animated as far as I know, stuff, and we're putting it on the cards. Is that teasing that we have access to the manhwa? Is it teasing that there's more solo leveling coming? I would love to see a solo leveling set. We have had the fact that there's 3 more seasons and a movie coming for solo leveling. That's the kind of future investment that Crunchyroll and Kakao are putting into it. So that is the kind of investment UVS might be going, cool, if you're going to pump out 3 more seasons of this, we want a set. We want to put solo in. We want to get Baru. We want to get Jinho. We want to get Cha. We want to get the spoilers characters in here, and we want to basically have Sung Jin Woo. We've done this Challenger. Season 1, didn't really see many more characters. Season 2, however, we've already got a lot of characters who could be in the set. We've got Sun Jin Woo's dad, we've got Sun Jin Woo, we've got Mama Chai, we've got Jin Ho, we've got Don Heck, the S-rank hunter of the brother of the adventurer that died. I'm not great with names, especially when they're hard to pronounce. I'm really excited to see where this goes forward, and it's great to see UVS taking these kind of swings that don't directly impact the play of the game. AOT 1 and AOT 2 took some very big swings, and not everyone is the most happy about them. But swings like this, getting to see more in-depth articles, a better breakdown, how the game is being played everywhere, and feeling respected because of it, brilliant. Seeing these promos, seeing how we're taking these cards, we're taking these IPs, and we're expanding into further aspects of them, as well as possibly hinting future stuff to come. Love it. I love being given fairy bait. I love being given these kinds of amazing looking promos, as well as the fact that we're getting that cross IP promo. And I really, really hope this continues and we get to see more cross IP promos. We get to see some of the MHA stuff or some of the Yu Yu Hakusho stuff with critical roles on it, because there's a lot of crossover. There's only so many times you can print the same spiritual reprint before you end up with a retro deck where someone just gets to go, yeah, I have 40 foundations that all say draw a card thanks to this. But yeah, I'm looking forward to see where this goes. I'm looking forward to see how this all breaks down. And let me know, are you happy with this new representation? Are you happy with these new breakdowns? Were you happier before when it was just a bit more brief and they were getting a bit more static articles? I can't imagine too many people are. But I am very excited to see where this goes. These are great steps in the transparency of the company. This is great steps to see what the mind of the playtesters and the design team are. And it's great just to see this kind of open, community-focused company that we all fell in love with when we started playing the game, kind of coming back. Yes, we understand you're a big boy company, and yes, we understand that you want to take the marketing decisions and you want to make the money and you want to grow as a company, but please don't forget your roots. Please do not forget that there's people here that have been playing 16 years. I'm not one of them. I'm trying to speak for them here, who love this game, have stuck through for all the decisions, and want to maintain that connection. And seeing articles where it shows that you're looking at the events, you're looking at these rogue decks, you're looking and honouring these players that took a swing outside of it, is very important to me, because I started off as one of those players. I started off as W1, and the community and company support I got for playing off meta and doing significantly well with it was huge. And it's one of the main reasons why I love this game so much is the community and company was so involved with seeing these rogue decks do well. And now it seems like we're getting more back there. We're seeing Rhiners and the Jesters and the Izukus that aren't topping still getting their moment in the spotlight, still going, you played a cool deck. I think the community should know about that, even if you didn't do well. I love that, and I want more of that. I will catch you on the next one. And if you have a deck that you took to Nationals or any event that you think needs more love, feel free to send it me. I'm happy to do more content on it. I have got an idea for different kinds of deck reviews, but I'm going to save that till afterwards because I kind of need to get that sorted. It's fast approaching. I'll catch you on the next one. And is it game night yet? Bye.